It is possible we are dealing with something truly supernatural in origins. What do you mean, like ghosts and stuff? Asked Rainbow Dash, trying to hide the sudden thundering of her heart with brash words. That's false stuff. Old ponytails. No pony really believes in ghosts. She paused, the tower seeming to her ears to have grown eerily quiet. Right? Ah, but if the ghosts believe in you, my poor, simple Pegasus, asked a hearty voice from the tower's entrance, another unicorn, dressed in resplendent of mildly tattered robes and matching had entered the room. Her purple cloak was covered in sparkling stars, though here and there they were stitched and had torn, allowing one or two points to droop. The flashy costume was bad enough, but the thicky leather-bound book that poked out of her saddlebag was almost too much. She might as well have the word "wizard" stitched into her hat. But the great and powerful Trixie agrees that there is a more likely explanation than ghosts. Trixie, what are you doing here? Shouted Dash in genuine surprise. I invited her, said Princess Celestia simply. Trixie Lululemon might not be as great as the boasts, but she has been assisting me with research that I fear, were I to attempt to conduct on my own, would not have been accomplished for some decades. With some my most faithful student among the missing, I needed to reach out to another pony devoted to the study of magic. The last few months have been hard on all of us, but I believe we are drawing close to the answers we seek. My new appearance may be brash, but she has been indispensable for me. Trixie is still of the opinion that it was likely all a spell cast by our amateurish, most faithful student that backfired and caused all this in the first place. If it weren't for her, we likely wouldn't be in this mess right now, said Trixie with her nose in the air. Under her breath she added, on the other hoof, it beats bursting my flank on the rock form. Twilight was twice the unicorn you ever were, Trixie, shouted Dash, her wings flaring angrily. And 100 times the better pony. Careful, Miss Lululemon, spoke Shining Armor, purple sparks flickering around his horn. That is my sister you're talking about. Trixie flinched, but only for a moment, and then she resumed her posture from before. Trixie was merely trying to lighten the moon. She meant no offense. Trixie extends a most heartfelt and magnanimous apology if to either of you are so easily offended. Thank you, Trixie. I'm sure that will be most appreciated while you and your companions are in the field, said Celestia with a rueful smile. Well. Time out. What's all this about working in the field? Asked Rainbow Dash, still agitated by Trixie's occasions and subsequent non-apology. No offense, Celestia, but I've got a job. We both remember what happened the last time I took a day off. I have to agree with Rainbow Dash. As you know, the coordination of the Royal Guard is a time-consuming job. Even now, I believe, I'm late for a meeting with my subordinates in Night Guard, said the noble unicorn as he took out a small pocket watch. You and I both know that the Night Guard has suffered the most, either through desertion or darker reasons over the past year. There's barely a Night Guard left to speak of, and in 2 days' time I fear nothing you could say to them will matter anyway, said Celestia, gazing wistfully at the moon. We may all very well be dead. The stunned silence that followed the princess' grim summation lasted for a full minute before she continued. The force I fear we are up against is one of the most twisted and brutal I have known in all my long years of life. It has not been this powerful since its first surface, and I believe that it went after my sister specifically, so that there would be no way to stop it. She turned now and looked at Rainbow Dash directly. One of my greatest regrets about my sister's banishment is that even after you and your friends returned her to her old self with the elements of harmony, there was still a gulf between us that only time and patience could mend. Time that has been stolen from us as surely as our lost friends and relatives. I wish fervently that I had the chance to speak with Luna now about the entirety I feel we are all about to face. What Her Majesty is trying to say is that Trixie, in her magnificence, has come across the most likely source of all our woes. Hold up applause, please, said Trixie, pausing in case there were going to be any applause before continuing. She was only mildly annoyed that no one seemed forthcoming. Anyways, by the coming over the ancient tomes of truly obscure arcana, Trixie has been able to identify bits and pieces of what Trixie believes to be an ancient ritual that predates the founding of Equestria. You didn't recognize it in your fruitless research for evidence kept normal because your untrained eye did not know what to look for. Don't feel too bad, however, my unfortunate captain of the Royal Guard, for the spell work involved is subtle and powerful in the extreme. It affects the very soul of the earth, tainting and robbing the soul of its life. Fortunately, it is only able to be worked on a single night of the year when the stars are in proper alignment with the axis of our world. That night, explained by the most simple pony folk as Nightmare Night.